history of the Truggy, Mike Smith and the guys at Terrible Herbst, we sat down to try and figure out what kind of car we would build and how we could beat the Class 1s at the time. They were very competitive. They were all rear engine, and we didn't want to build the same thing. So we spent a lot of time with looking at the rule book and tried to understand what it was there. And Class 1 was open wheel and unlimited. So we put the engine up front, and we did a lot of suspension, a lot of travel, and it took us about a year to build. A lot of people said it won't work or it's too heavy, and you know, go back to the old ways of a Chenoweth at those days or a Jimco. Both good companies, but we decided to build a one-off. So we got the car together and debuted her at the Baja 500. Had a lot of problems, but then the second race out, we won overall, and then kept on working on it, and tried to figure out what the heck we were going to name it because it was the ugliest damn car we've ever seen. So at one point we had a body on it, looked like a snake. I didn't feel like being called the Snake though, because that's kind of bad. So at the time we spent a lot of time in Mexico, and we had a guy in Huntington Beach decide to put a paint job on it, and it kind of looked like a whale, but it had some big teeth, so we thought shark would be a good thing. And a lot of us called it the land shark, and a lot of other people called it the Truggy. All I know is I'm proud to be a part of it, because standing here 13 years later, it's the winningest car in Class 1. Many Baja 1000 overall winners, Nevada 1000, 7 class championships. I mean, the thing's as much a part of me as my family is, and the guys at Terrible Herbst, Jeff Ruddell, Mike Smith, Todd Gorsuch. Guys don't know AJ Martin, who used to ride there a long time ago. It's a part of our lives, and we hope it's a part of everybody in off-road racing history, and it's a great truck.
It was a pretty good run there for a while. Obviously, we, you know, it was pretty cool how we got together. Troy, you know, in 2000 is when I drove for Toyota with Ivan, and you know, the Baja 2000 and the Nevada 2000. So in 01, that's when it all started. You know, Troy called me, and I helped him out in a few races, and then it just kept building from there. And I mean, we made a really good team. You know, I mean, for me to get in the Truggy at that point was, I mean, it was already a famous car. You know, it was already, I think, ahead of its time. You know, super built, strong, heavy duty, and you know, Mike Smith has done an incredible job over the years. So just the reputation, you know, the Herbst family, of course, an icon in the sport. So it was a great opportunity, and Troy and I just went on to win championships and win races, and so it was really, now I look back at it, you know, it's retired, the car's retired, but I mean, still to this day, I'll be in Baja and down way south at a gas station, and a Mexican will see my pre-runner, says Terrible Herbst on it, and the first thing they say is the Tiburon, you know, the shark. So it's just a really, really famous car.
We were a little heavy in the Class 1 cars. There was a lot more nudging going on then. You come up and tap them, they'd grab it on you. You tap them again, they'd grab it again. And there was a little bit weight to horsepower, so I had a little bit of, we had group therapy a couple times after a lot of the races. I become a lot of good friends with those guys, and we all have a good time, and you're getting in the heat of the battle. You never try and take anybody out. That's the main thing, is you never wake them up. You try and get around them before you even know they're there. So all those times that we've done something like that, it wasn't on purpose at all. And people make it out to be. The story gets bigger. So, you know, if they look in their rearview mirror looking for the shark, that's a good thing for me, because I've already beat them. Then they're ready to pull over. So let them go fight the mythical dragon.
you just felt fast when you sat in it, you know. And of course, when we went to the 6-speed transmission, you know, that was wicked. Coming from a motorcycle background, you know, it's all pneumatic shifting, so you just little lever, you know, and just bop, 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 and it was all just automatic, no lift, you know, and just, it was just badass. So in 2009 is when they basically brought the Truggy out of semi-retirement, and because of the monster contract to run 2 vehicles. So they were still finishing and developing the trophy trucks that we're currently racing. So now the 2 trucks are running, and you know the Truggy is officially retired. I mean, when you got strapped into that car, you could see really good, even better than like I mean, a normal trophy truck. You got the full hood, right? Even though it was a big monster of a vehicle, it didn't feel like it inside. You're like in this fuselage.
You know, all the memorable stuff is, you know, 15 hours, 16 hours in it in the Baja 2000, saying I'll never do that again. Hitting the car head on the Baja 500 and end up winning the race overall. You know, just seeing the lights of La Paz coming down, knowing that you're going to win the thing. You know, you're hearing a bunch of gremlins going, running on the beach. I mean, like I said, it's a part of me. I love my wife and kids, but this girl, I love her too. The old land shark. It's just a part of you, and it changed a lot of lives at Terrible Herbst Motorsports. And without my brothers and these guys, I wouldn't be standing here. I'm the lucky one to be driving it.
The Truggy is still, it's still the main icon. I mean, it's still, you know, the one trophy truck obviously has the shark teeth on it, you know, just to try to carry the flag, you know, but it'll never be the same.